Hey guys, Noah here. Welcome back to my channel. But if you guys are new here, then hey guys, welcome to my channel. So happy to have you guys here today. This is going to be single-handedly the most important video that I filmed. I get asked these questions all the time. I think the most common question I get asked is how do I propagate my plant? But the second most common question is what do I need to get started as a houseplant lover? So today I'm going to share with you guys 5 things that you need, and honestly, if you guys get these 5 things, like, you guys will be good. You really don't need to get into too many more things unless you really want to. These 5 things are going to be essential. You're going to have them. And I've spoken to people before who say like, oh, what do I do? This plant isn't doing well. And I'll say, oh, have you tried fertilizing it? Oh no, I don't have any fertilizer. Have you tried repotting it? Oh no, I don't even have any soil or extra pots. Like, how can I repot it? So if you guys get these 5 things that I mentioned, you guys will be able to solve pretty much most problems that you may come across in your houseplant journey. So if you guys want to see what it is that I recommend, definitely make sure to keep on watching, and let's get right into the video. The first thing is going to be soil. So it does not have to be this soil right here, guys. You can get soil on Amazon Prime next day. So there's really no excuse for not having plant soil. This is just the one that I love. It's the black and gold, and it's organic, and it has worm castings in it already. So you don't have to mix up too much of your own soil to have like the perfect soil. And this one is also very affordable. So for those 2 reasons, I love this one. I always recommend it. I will link everything in the description box that I recommend, but you got to have some sort of soil, because if you guys need to repot your plants, if you guys need to, sometimes plants just need soil added to them because it sucks it all up. And then another thing is the soil will go bad after a few years, and you're going to want to give your plant fresh soil, and that'll help a lot of issues. So definitely recommend having soil on hand if you want to get started with houseplants. All right, the second thing is something I think many houseplant lovers who are even advanced don't have yet, but I definitely think you need to have this if you're gonna have houseplants. Unless you live in a glass house with a million windows and you get a ton of sunlight, you're gonna need this. And it is LED grow lights. So my favorite brand to get, and I get this on Amazon, is the Barina grow lights. I'll share with you guys what it looks like. I recently ordered some more. I have so many of these around my house. These are strip lights. You can get so many different kinds of lights, and if you guys need a whole video on grow lights, I do have that, so I will leave the link for that down below. But they look like this. They come with the cord for you to just literally plug it in and plug it into the wall, and you're good to go. So I think that a lot of times people say to me, my plant doesn't, like, it's the color, the variegation is not what I thought it was gonna be. And I'll say, oh, it needs more light. And they'll say, well, I don't have more light in my house. This is a good solution for that. Trust me, I don't have light in my house either. I've got 2 windows, one on each side of the apartment, and that's pretty much it. Everything in the middle of my apartment doesn't get a ton of light. So I definitely recommend getting grow lights. LED grow lights are the best thing. Your plants will thank you. Honestly, I have some plants right in front of my window, and I still put a grow light angled on them. The thing with the grow lights is it will never scorch your leaves. Direct sunlight will scorch plant leaves, but LED grow lights will not. So it's super beneficial, and there's different colors that you can get, and depending on what color you get, it can give the plants specific photosynthesis requirements. I can't say that word. But it's super important to have LED grow lights, and most people would not say that you need that, but I do think that you need that. And that pack that I get is like $46, which I know is expensive, but I will leave links down below for ones that are like $10 to $20, and those are super good as well. And you guys can't see, but I have them right next to me right here on some plants, so I definitely recommend those. I'm not going to recommend anything bad to you guys, so trust me on that. So number 3, you're going to need some pots. I guess this whole video is going to be like Amazon, because you can get these on Amazon as well, and that's where I get them, and they're growers pots. So if you need to repot something, it's good to have pots lying around, because you don't always know what you're going to need. So I like to have like 4 sizes handy. You don't need to do that. You can just have a few, but I have little 3-inch ones. These are 5-inch pots, and then I've got some 7-inch or 8-inch pots, and then I have like the big gallon pots that I get at Home Depot, just to have them handy. You never know what plant you're going to need to repot. These I love because they're super flexible, which I guess some people don't like, but once the soil's in there, it's really not an issue. I like these because I ship a lot of plants and sell them, and I don't necessarily want to give away nice pots. So these are perfect for me, and they're super affordable and cheap. These are like a step above that. They're still flexible, but not as flexible as those. And honestly, these are my favorites. Like if they would make these in this size, I would definitely buy it, but I cannot find it in other sizes besides the 5-inch. So I always stock up on these, and I absolutely recommend having pot sizes handy. You can figure out what pot sizes you need to have handy based on the plants that you have. If you have plants that are 3-inch, you could have a 5-inch pot handy to go. You don't necessarily need this one. If all your plants are this size, have a size up just in case you need to pot up your plants. Another thing is people always say like, oh, you know, this one's not doing well. Well, take it out and look at the roots. Maybe it needs to be up potted. So that's another thing to save your plants if it's not doing well. We already solved soil, we solved light issues, and we solved pot size issues. The next thing is going to be pests. So I definitely recommend having something for pests. What I always recommend, and everyone pretty much recommends, is having neem oil. Again, you can get this on Amazon, but you know, a lot of times on Amazon I do find that it's sold out or like not available. You have to buy like a pack of 3. So I actually get mine at Home Depot or Lowe's, and I always find it there. I don't always find this brand, but it doesn't matter what brand neem oil you get. Now, I am going to say you don't need to have neem oil. All you need to have is an empty spray bottle. You can get some cheap ones at Walmart, you can get them at IKEA, you can get them in so many different places, but I create my own pest control. So this is what I created. I just have a really nice amber bottle, but you don't need to, and I just labeled it so that I don't mistake it because I have other amber glass bottles. All I do is fill it up halfway with water. I put like 3 or 4 pumps of dish soap, and then I put like this much alcohol. All those things you should have ready in your home anyways, and then you can create your own pest control, and it's really, really effective, especially for like spider mites, fungus gnats, aphids. I find that this actually works better than the neem oil, so I don't know why so many people recommend neem oil. I honestly haven't touched it in a long time because I find myself using it and then the pests are still there, whereas when I use my own mix, it definitely gets rid of the problem a lot faster. So that's gonna be number 4 is pest control, and it's very easy. You don't even need to buy anything. All these things you may already have on hand. If you don't want to go out and buy a spray bottle, wait till your Windex bottle runs out and use that, clean it out, and make your own pest control. So you could really use anything. You don't need to buy anything for this one. All right, so the 5th and final thing is going to be plant food, aka fertilizer, and I actually use the Miracle-Gro one a lot. I know some people say that it's not as good and they have to get like all these fancy fertilizers, but you really don't need to. I would say the main thing that plants really need is nitrogen, and this has it in here. And secret tip, if it rains a lot where you're from, just put a bucket outside and grab that rainwater, because rainwater has nitrogen in it and it will be so beneficial to your plants. They absolutely love being watered with that, and you don't even need to fertilize as often if you just water your plants with rainwater. So just a side note right there. But I definitely recommend getting this one just because it's cheap and affordable. Again, it's hard for me to find on Amazon unless you buy like a pack of a few. And I know if you just have a few houseplants, you don't need that much plant food. So I definitely recommend getting it at Home Depot or Lowe's again, and that's where I get it. I want to say it's like $5 or less. They have different kinds. They have one for indoor plants, they have one for succulents, orchids, all that. So you can get whichever one you need. I just use the indoor plant food, and they have instructions on the back that you definitely should follow, because if you give your plant too much of this, then it can scorch the leaves. So I definitely recommend reading the instructions and seeing how much your plant needs. But your plant should be fertilized at least once a year every spring. However, there are certain plants that like to be fertilized a lot more often than that, but if you at least do once a year, you'll be good to go. So I definitely recommend getting some sort of plant food or fertilizer. All right, so that's gonna be it. That's a quick, easy video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found it helpful. If you guys take anything from any of my videos, this is the one that you guys should take things from, because this is advice that I wish I had when I first started out with houseplants. I wish there was a video like this that I saw and I could just easily purchase 5 things and get started with my houseplant collection, instead of being like, oh my god, I don't have pots, oh my god, I don't have fertilizer, oh my god, I gotta go to the store to get grow lights. Like, I wish that I would have just seen this video and had it all ready for me. So I hope it's helped you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do post new videos 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, so you don't want to miss out on that. And with that all being said, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.